So you're self-employed, you've built something real, you have clients, you have income, you have a reputation that you've earned the hard way. And somewhere along the way, you looked up and said, okay, it's my time. Time to stop playing small. Time to stop paying somebody else's mortgage. Time to finally move into the home that you've been praying for, working toward, and honestly sacrificing for. And you started looking into it. Maybe you talked to a lender. Maybe you just started running numbers in your head at 2 a.m. because that's what we do, right? And somewhere in that process, every single door started closing in your face. Not because your money's not real, not because you haven't done the work, but because you don't have traditional income. You file your taxes differently than a W-2 employee. And let's just be honest, being an entrepreneur can sometimes be feast or famine when it comes to income. And the mortgage system was simply not built for entrepreneurs. It wasn't built for us, right? Yes, friends, you can genuinely be thriving. You can have money moving, coming in, clients paying left and right, business growing, and still walk into a lender's office and feel like you have to prove yourself all over again. And that's not fair, is it? But guys, it's real. And if nobody has told you the truth about why this keeps happening and what you can actually do about it, then this video is for you. Hey friends, I'm Sonali Hutson. I'm a real estate agent serving both Hampton Roads and the greater Richmond area and Henrico County, of course. And I've been doing this for over 10 years. Before I talk about what we're covering today, I want to be transparent with you about something because I think it matters. I'm not just your real estate agent on this topic. I'm someone who has lived this and am currently living this. I too am self-employed. I too have had doors close in my face. I've had lenders tell me yes, give me advice that turned out to be wrong, and I still did not close on the home that I was trying to get. And let me tell you, there's nothing quite like doing everything you think you're supposed to do, but you're still coming up short. So when I sit across from a self-employed buyer or seller and they tell me that the lender keeps changing their story or not answering their calls, or if they tell me they got pre-approved and then the deal somehow fell apart, I don't just empathize. I know how that feels from a real perspective. And over the last 10 years, I've walked this journey alongside countless clients, helping them get their income documented correctly, helping them find lenders who actually know how to fight for a self-employed borrower and get their financial life, their tax strategy, and their home ownership goals all moving in the same direction at the same time. And this, my friends, is what this video is about today. We're going to cover the income gap that catches people off guard. We're going to talk about the risks that most agents completely ignore. We're going to talk about how to get financially ready before you ever list your home or make an offer on a new home, and what you need to know about new construction, because in Henrico County especially, that's a huge part of this market. And hey, listen, I need you to know, every single day, people just like you reach out to me, and we sit down and we build a plan together. So if that's you, all you have to do is get in touch. You can text me directly at 757-837-0096, or you can just simply click on the link below. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Let me start with what I call the 1099 income gap. And this is the thing that surprises self-employed buyers more than almost anything else. Because see, here's what happens. You might be running a very successful business. You're going to pay your taxes and you do exactly what a good accountant is going to tell you to do. You're going to write off every legitimate business expense that you can. That's how you keep more of what you earn in your pocket, right? That's smart and it's legal. And honestly, it's good stewardship of what God gave you to build. But here's the problem. Lenders don't always qualify you based on your revenue. They qualify you based on your net income. That's the number that's left on your tax return after every deduction. And for most self-employed business owners, that number is significantly lower than what you actually bring home. The same strategy that protects you at tax time is the exact same thing that can work against you when it's time for you to get a mortgage. See, I had a client that was a marketing consultant and her business is doing extremely well. She'd been saving, she'd built her credit scores was almost at 800, and she thought she was ready to go. But then she called some random lender who looked at her tax return and gave her a number that did not match what she had built, okay? She was not irresponsible. She was not hiding anything. She was just self-employed, living her dream, running her business, but nobody had warned her, y'all. So I had to have this conversation more times than I can count. And y'all, it really breaks my heart because I know how it feels every single time because it is so avoidable. Now, here's what this means depending on where you are. If you are buying, you can't just walk into any lender's office cold, okay? You're gonna need someone with actual experience of working with people who are self-employed, because there are mortgage products specifically designed for business owners that use bank statement income or use their 1099s instead of tax returns. And most buyers have never even heard of it, okay? So if you're selling and buying at the same time, this is even more critical because you could sell your home and then discover mid-process that you don't qualify for what you want to buy. And that is a nightmare scenario if you're looking to upgrade your life. But it's completely avoidable if you have the right conversations before you ever put a sign in your yard. Now, let me talk about what I call the broken bridge, because this is the timing risk that most agents are not planning for. And for self-employed people, it is a real danger. For a W-2 buyer, the sell first, then buy sequence is pretty manageable. You sell, your income is clean on paper, and you go find your next home. Easy breezy, right? But when you are self-employed, that same sequence can fall apart right in the middle if it's not coordinated correctly. Now, here's how it goes wrong. See, you can sell your current home, the clock starts ticking, and then something shifts in your qualification. Maybe the lender gets uncomfortable with how your most recent tax year looks. Maybe the right home does not come available on the timeline that you planned. And suddenly your family is in between homes with nowhere to land. And I've been doing this for over 10 years, y'all, and I can tell you that a simultaneous sale and purchase for a self-employed client requires a level of planning that most agents simply are not doing, okay? And it can end up hurting you as the buyer and seller. We're gonna map both transactions out from day one, not one after the other, but both moving together simultaneously with contingencies built in so that if one piece shifts, you have a plan B. Now, let me tell you about my client, Mr. Christopher, who found me on my YouTube channel. He was active duty military moving across the country, and when a challenge came up mid-transaction, he genuinely thought that the deal was lost. But guys, we had a plan B from the beginning. So all we had to do was restructure, keep it moving, and he closed successfully, and he got everything he asked for in negotiations. See, that's what someone who's seen the hard scenarios actually feel like. If you're buying, you need an agent building your strategy around your actual financial documentation, not a standard checklist that some random agent is just going to give you that they apply to everyone. If you're selling and you're buying, your two timelines need to be connected from day one. They can't be an afterthought. From day one, they need to be connected. So let's talk about how you actually get ready, because the answer is not to wait until you're ready to list and then start scrambling. We need to start now, even if you're 12 months or more out, okay? So let's talk about what that looks like. First, you're gonna pull your last 2 years of tax returns and actually look at the net income or your adjusted gross income. Not just the gross, but your adjusted gross income. That's the number that the lender is going to use. And if it surprises you, you wanna know now, not the week you're trying to go get under contract, okay? Second, you wanna get 12 months of business and personal bank statements together, because bank statement loan programs are real, and for the right borrower, they can completely change what you qualify for, okay? Now, we don't want to leave any money on the table, so we want to think carefully about what you plan to do on your taxes this year, because if you're 1 year out from a purchase and you write everything off aggressively, you may save on your taxes, but you may cost yourself on your mortgage qualification. You don't have to choose one or the other, but you need to understand the trade-off before you file, not after you file. Now, if you're buying and selling at the same time, this audit is a part of your listing preparation. We're not going to put your home on the market until we have a clear path of where you're going and how you're going to get there, okay? So let's briefly talk about new construction, because in Henrico County, this is a massive part of the market, and it's one of the most attractive options for move-up buyers who want a home that actually reflects where they are in life right now. But what you need to know about builder contracts is that they're not written to protect you, they're written to protect the builder. And most agents are going to walk you into a model home, let you fall in love with the quartz countertops in the kitchen and the kitchen island and the coffered ceilings, and sit next to you while you sign a contract that your agent has not laid eyes on. But I'm not that agent. I've read enough of these contracts to know exactly where they hide the language that will cost you. And I promise you, nobody at that model home is going to volunteer that information while you are distracted by the quartz countertops, okay? Now, builder contracts have escalation clauses, timeline language, and earnest money terms that can expose you to real financial risk when things shift during the build. And things always shift, unfortunately. For self-employed buyers, this matters even more because your income documentation may look different at closing than it did the day you signed, particularly if a new tax year gets filed during your build period. So we're gonna have to plan for that before you ever walk into a model home. We're gonna really have to sit down and be strategic and create a plan for your specific goals, okay? So if you're buying a new construction home, I don't want you to go alone. The builder's agent is gonna represent the builder, not you. If you're selling your current home to buy a new construction home, your timeline needs to account for build delays so you're not stuck between a closed sale and a home that's not ready. Because guess what? If you sell your home, where are you gonna live, okay? So we're gonna plan for that bridge in advance. Now, friends, I know I've been talking for quite a few minutes minutes now, so let me bring this home because I think some of you have been sitting on this move for a long time. If you're like me, you can relate, okay? Telling yourself that next year is going to be your year. Telling yourself when you have one more good quarter, you're going to put the money away. When everything lines up perfectly, you're going to make the move. But I want to say this with love and honesty, okay? There's never going to be a perfect time. But friends, there is a prepared time. And if you're watching this video, I genuinely believe that you are closer to being ready than you're giving yourself credit for. I know because I've been on this road myself. I know what it feels like to believe that God has something better for you and to wonder if the process is ever going to cooperate, if you're ever going to get that approval. I know that your income is real and your equity is real and the dream is real, but what you need is someone who knows how to present your financial picture correctly, who's been in the trenches with self-employed clients and who knows how to navigate those hard moments and who's going to show up for you all the way through, not just when it's easy, okay? So listen, I serve buyers and sellers across the full I-64 corridor. What does that mean? That means Greater Richmond, that means Henrico County, Short Pump, Glen Allen, Varina, that means Mechanicsville, Tappahannock, and of course, Hampton Roads. And I'd love to be your guide for your next chapter. All you have to do is get in touch. You can text me at 757-837-0096, or you can click the link in the description and you can schedule a free consultation. If you know another self-employed business owner who's been putting off their move, share this video. It might be the blessing that they needed today to let them know that it's their time, okay? Friends, listen, I appreciate you for watching this channel. I have a special heart for self-employed buyers who are looking to move up and level up their life and walk into the home, the dream, the lifestyle that God has for them, okay? The reason that I'm so passionate about it is because I have worked tirelessly for the past 10 years trying to walk into the dream home that I have been praying for, that I have visualized over and over again. And it's my season. And I know that since it's my season, it's also your season. And I'm excited to walk this journey with you, okay? So I thank you so much for watching my videos. Your support absolutely means the world to me. Please comment below. Let me know if you're self-employed and what you do. And feel free to reach out to me, guys. Because listen, people like you reach out to me every single day. And I love talking to y'all, okay? Clearly, I love to talk. So all you have to do is get in touch. And guys, I will see you in the next video, okay? God bless you.